Hey Cowboys Nation, welcome to your ultimate destination for all things Dallas Cowboys. From the latest news, game analyses, rumors, to deep dives into player performances and strategies, we've got you covered. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a play. Let's dive into everything you need to know about America's team. The news hitting the sports world today could change the entire landscape of the Dallas Cowboys offense. Imagine the excitement, the tension, and the anticipation swirling around the Cowboys headquarters as Amari Cooper reportedly arrives to finalize a contract that could keep him in Dallas for 4 years. Fans have been speculating for weeks, some optimistic, others anxious, about whether this deal would actually materialize. The whispers in the locker rooms, the rumors among analysts, and the intense social media buzz all point to a moment of reckoning for a franchise that has been searching for a stable, dynamic presence in their receiving core. For years, Cooper has been one of those players who can single-handedly change the rhythm of a game with his agility, precise route running, and ability to make contested catches. Now, imagining him officially committing to the Cowboys for a significant duration creates a narrative filled with possibilities, strategies, and potential playoff implications. The financial structure of this rumored deal also adds layers of intrigue, suggesting that management sees him not only as a short-term asset, but as a cornerstone around which the next phase of the team could be built, potentially signaling a shift in the Cowboys' offensive philosophy and long-term vision. Even beyond the numbers and contractual clauses, the story of Amari Cooper's potential signing invites fans and analysts alike to speculate on the chemistry he might develop with the existing quarterbacks. The conversations about timing, trust, and synchronization on the field take on a new dimension when you consider that Cooper is known for elevating the performance of those around him. Imagine the speculation about how his presence could change game plans, open new passing lanes, and even affect the draft strategies in upcoming seasons. The mere possibility of his arrival ignites debates about whether the team will pivot toward a more aggressive passing attack, or whether Cooper's versatility could allow for creative play calling that keeps defenses guessing. Experts on sports shows are already theorizing about the dynamics in the locker room, wondering how his leadership qualities might influence younger receivers and whether his commitment could inspire a renewed sense of confidence throughout the squad. Every fan, every commentator, every insider now seems to be part of this narrative, weighing each possibility, imagining each scenario, and trying to guess just how monumental this signing could be, all while keeping in mind that in sports, nothing is ever guaranteed until the ink hits the paper and the handshake is official. Beyond the tactical implications, there is an emotional and cultural layer to this rumored signing that cannot be ignored. Cooper's reputation as a player who thrives under pressure, combined with his track record of resilience and adaptability, suggests that his presence could energize not just the team, but the entire fan base. Conversations on podcasts, comment sections, and live streams have been dominated by speculation about how Cooper's attitude, professionalism, and experience could reshape the locker room dynamic. Fans imagine locker room footage filled with camaraderie, mentoring sessions with younger players, and a boost in morale that goes far beyond the stats on the board. The mere rumor of a 4-year commitment sparks discussions about long-term loyalty, player retention strategies, and the potential ripple effects across the NFL. Analysts are even speculating that Cooper's presence could alter opposing teams' defensive schemes weeks before a single snap, creating a chessboard scenario in which every opponent must rethink coverage strategies, blitz patterns, and even draft priorities. The excitement and speculation surrounding this potential deal demonstrate how a single signing, or even the rumor of one, can ripple across an entire league, shaping narratives, altering strategies, and fueling the kind of passion that makes football more than just a game, turning into a story people can't stop talking about for months on end. Financial implications are another layer adding fuel to the rumor mill. While exact figures remain speculative, the rumored 4-year deal invites endless debate about how it might affect the Cowboys' salary cap, potential future signings, and the flexibility to maneuver in upcoming seasons. Fans and analysts are dissecting every detail, imagining contract structures, bonuses, and incentives, all while pondering whether management is making a calculated long-term investment or a bold gamble. The speculation also spreads to comparisons with other players, contracts, and teams, with Twitter threads, forums, and sports shows dissecting hypothetical scenarios where Cooper's deal either strengthens or destabilizes the Cowboys roster. There's also talk about how the team might leverage this rumored signing to attract additional talent, signaling a possible era of aggressive moves designed to elevate Dallas to championship contention. As the rumor continues to swirl, the conversation expands to hypothetical trade implications, depth chart shifts, and even coaching strategies designed to maximize Cooper's skill set. The speculation is endless, fueled not only by fans' hopes, but also by the natural curiosity of sports analysts who thrive on projecting possibilities, evaluating risk, and imagining the kind of impact a player of Cooper's caliber can have both on and off the field, creating a narrative that blends strategy, drama, and anticipation in ways that make the NFL offseason feel just as intense as the regular season itself. The media's role in amplifying this rumor cannot be understated. Every outlet, from sports networks to social media influencers, has latched onto the potential signing as a story that could define the offseason. Analysts provide tactical breakdowns, highlight reels, and comparisons to similar deals, all while maintaining the air of if this happens, keeping the speculation alive and vibrant. The narrative is not just about Cooper joining the Cowboys. It's about what his arrival represents, a potential shift in power, a statement of intent, and a symbol of the team's ambition to dominate not just the division but the entire league. Fans dissect every snippet of information, from tweets by insiders to subtle cues in press conferences, and debate endlessly about the potential implications for draft picks, offensive strategies, and the psychological impact on both teammates and opponents. Rumor-driven excitement has a unique power to unite and divide, and in this case, it seems to have accomplished both, creating communities of believers, skeptics, and strategists who all engage with the same story from different perspectives. The speculation fuels engagement, drives discussion, and keeps the conversation alive in ways that no confirmed news could, making the mere possibility of Cooper's arrival feel like a major event, a turning point, and a tantalizing what-if scenario that captivates fans and analysts alike. Finally, the human aspect of this rumored signing adds yet another layer to the story. Cooper's personal journey, his resilience in facing career challenges, and his potential desire for stability all feed into a narrative that fans can emotionally invest in. Social media buzzes with fan theories, countdowns, and emotional reactions, reflecting the deep connection people feel to players beyond statistics. Speculation about Cooper's motivations, whether financial, professional, or personal, becomes part of the conversation, adding intrigue and depth to an already compelling story. Analysts dissect not only his potential impact on the field, but also his cultural and emotional influence, imagining the ways in which he could mentor younger players, foster cohesion, and inspire confidence throughout the team. As the rumor continues to spread, it becomes a multi-layered narrative encompassing strategy, finance, psychology, and emotion, illustrating how a single potential signing can dominate conversations, shape expectations, and generate a palpable sense of anticipation that transcends the typical boundaries of sports reporting. The idea that Cooper might commit to the Cowboys for 4 years is more than just a potential deal. It is a story that fans, analysts, and commentators are living in real time, imagining every twist and turn, and building a narrative that feels both monumental and inevitable. Speculation around Amari Cooper's rumored 4-year commitment to the Cowboys doesn't stop at the field. It spills into every corner of NFL conversation, from sports talk shows to fan forums, creating a scenario where every angle is dissected, analyzed, and debated. Analysts are theorizing not only about how Cooper could influence passing schemes, but also about how his presence might alter the dynamics of team leadership. The Cowboys, long seen as a franchise with high expectations but intermittent results, could suddenly gain a stabilizing figure whose consistency and talent provide a foundation around which future strategies are built. Fans are imagining the locker room chemistry, the playful banter during practice, and the moments of mentorship that a player of Cooper's experience could provide. It's a scenario that seems almost cinematic. Cooper arriving at the headquarters, signing the papers, shaking hands with management, and stepping into a narrative that intertwines talent, expectation, and the possibility of transformation. The rumor has sparked deep dives into statistical projections, with social media debates speculating how many yards, receptions, and game-changing plays he might deliver each season, all while keeping in mind that football is unpredictable and no amount of speculation guarantees results. Yet, the mere suggestion of his commitment fuels a sense of hope, excitement, and tactical curiosity that has become almost addictive for fans, analysts, and insiders alike. Beyond the X's and O's, the potential impact of Cooper's signing reaches into the realm of franchise branding and marketability, with speculation swirling about how his arrival might influence merchandise sales, ticket demand, and fan engagement. Some imagine a surge in jersey sales, an uptick in social media interaction, and even the ripple effect on local businesses that thrive around the energy of a successful team. There's also speculation about the psychological effect on opposing teams, who might adjust defensive schemes weeks in advance simply to account for Cooper's presence. Analysts theorize that defensive coordinators may need to allocate extra resources to cover him, which in turn could open opportunities for other players and create cascading effects that alter game plans across multiple matchups. Social media threads are alive with what-if scenarios, hypothetical highlights, and imagined signature plays that could define his tenure in Dallas. The rumor creates a narrative that blends fantasy with reality, allowing fans to live in a heightened sense of anticipation, where each tweet, report, and insider tip becomes a building block in a story that feels both monumental and deeply personal. In a sense, the speculation itself is shaping the environment in which Cooper might play, illustrating the power of narrative in sports and the almost performative nature of anticipation before any official announcement is made. But before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the Dallas Cowboys. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments as well. The rumor also fuels discussion about the Cowboys' broader roster strategies, particularly in terms of depth chart planning, draft priorities, and the management of salary cap space. Analysts are imagining hypothetical scenarios where Cooper's signing either strengthens or complicates the team's ability to pursue additional talent. There is debate over whether this deal signals a shift toward long-term investment in offensive weapons or whether it might create pressure to restructure contracts elsewhere to accommodate the financial implications. Fans speculate endlessly about which young receivers could benefit from his mentorship, how the quarterbacks might adjust their timing and decision-making, and whether the coaching staff will retool offensive schemes to maximize his impact. The rumor becomes a lens through which the entire organization is scrutinized, from coaching philosophy to front office strategy, illustrating how a single signing, even an unconfirmed one, can influence expectations, inspire debate, and reshape perceptions of an entire franchise. Analysts imagine game day scenarios where Cooper's versatility creates mismatches, opens lanes for running backs, and forces defensive coordinators into uncomfortable choices, turning speculation into an exercise in tactical imagination that keeps fans engaged even before a single snap is played. Another layer of speculation revolves around Cooper's potential legacy within the Cowboys organization. Some fans are theorizing that a 4-year commitment could position him as a central figure in the franchise's identity, a player whose presence marks the beginning of a new era of offensive excellence. Analysts ponder whether his experience, professionalism, and skill set could influence not just the current roster, but the development of future talent, creating a culture of high expectations and accountability. Speculation extends to leadership dynamics, with debates about how Cooper's attitude and work ethic could inspire teammates, foster cohesion, and even affect the performance of other star players. Fans imagine motivational speeches in the locker room, strategic discussions on the practice field, and moments of mentorship that might become defining features of his tenure. The rumor invites endless what-if scenarios, each layer adding to the narrative complexity, where every imagined play, interaction, and decision contributes to a larger story about how one player might alter the trajectory of an entire franchise. This level of speculation, blending strategy, psychology, and narrative, demonstrates the magnetic power of sports rumors, particularly when they involve a player as talented and influential as Amari Cooper. The speculative excitement is further magnified by comparisons to similar high-profile signings across the league, as analysts draw parallels between Cooper and other players who transformed their team's fortunes. Social media discussions are filled with hypothetical matchups, statistical projections, and imagined highlight reels that explore the potential for Cooper to redefine offensive schemes, dominate in critical situations, and elevate the performance of teammates. Fans debate endlessly about whether the rumored 4-year deal represents a calculated investment, a bold statement of ambition, or a risk that could backfire if circumstances don't align perfectly. Every facet of speculation, from contract structure to potential on-field synergy, is dissected with fervor, illustrating how a single rumor can dominate the narrative landscape. Analysts theorize about how the team might adapt its playbook, coaching strategies, and even conditioning programs to maximize Cooper's impact, treating the rumor as a catalyst for imaginative forecasting that spans the tactical, financial, and cultural dimensions of professional football. The story of Cooper's potential commitment becomes more than just speculation. It becomes a narrative playground where fans, commentators, and insiders collectively imagine the future of a storied franchise, crafting a compelling story that lives and evolves in real time. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Dallas Cowboys, please subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. We always look forward to your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.